hey, we could bring some snacks.
We always got snacks.
So we could bring some snacks, and we'll
like
just have
hurricane party.
Kind of like having a hurricane party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's a bad storm party. There we go. It's a bad storm party. Hey gang, it's Jim and Sharon, and we are here in Mena, Arkansas, and we are standing outside right now. It's actually a beautiful evening. A few clouds building on the horizon, and the weather forecast is for violent weather here in about 2 or 3 hours. In fact, what they're saying is that we're going to have winds in excess of 75 miles an hour. We're going to have large hail and possibility of tornadoes.
Yeah.
So
scary.
We're taking some precautions. There's some things that you do whenever you're in an RV and you have a weather forecast like that. And of course, the very first thing you want to do is get out of town.
If you can.
Yeah, get out of town if you can. Exactly.
But if you can't, we're stuck here.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, we're where we are. Well, okay, we're in the middle of this virus thing, so everything's kind of shut down around us anyway. So we're going to weather the storm.
Yep.
So there is the possibility that the winds are going to be violent enough that it's going to upset the camper. So let's go through some of the things that you need to do when you're facing a violent storm that's coming, and you're not going to be able to run away from it. You're just going to have to hunker down. So let's go through some of the things that you do. So one of the things you're going to want to do is take on water. Fill all your tanks. So you're going to want to take on all the fresh water you can. We carry 105 gallons, so that's about 800 pounds of water. You're going to want to fill the black tanks and the gray tanks. So you can add a lot of weight right to the very best place for it can go in the center, low center of your rig. So that's what you're going to want to do, is to take on water when you can.
Okay, so we're preparing for this, that maybe something could happen where we couldn't come back to the camper. Maybe it blew over. Maybe a tree landed on it. So we pack a bag. So maybe, if we got to go to a hotel, you've got clothes, packed your vitamins or medicines that you have to take, shaving equipment, all that, so that you're prepared.
Okay, so another thing that we're going to do is that we're going to think about what are the most irreplaceable things that we've got in the camper. Things that we would have difficulty doing without or getting a new one. And for us, there's not a whole lot of things, but there's some high value items that we're going to get. So we've got things in here like our computers. We have our drone, our cameras. In addition to the clothes and medicines that Sharon was talking about, what else have we got in here? The titles. Yeah, the titles to our vehicles. We have our insurance policies. We've got all of that actually in boxes. That's where they're kept, in boxes. So it's really just as simple as grabbing a box and putting it in the bed of or in the back of your truck, in the back seat here. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about though is for the immediate storm itself. We've talked about getting ready for it, how to prepare the trailer, but where are you going to be during the storm? We believe the storm is going to be here about 9 p.m. Around here local time, so it's going to be dark. We're fortunate that here on this campground we have a very secure building that's not too far from us, and we've already talked to the management. That's where we're going to go. So about 8:30, somewhere in that area before the storm gets too bad, we're probably going to go up there, and we don't expect the storm is going to last more than maybe an hour or so, the bad part of it. And so we're just going to stay right there. And I believe there's going to be a number of other campers that are gathering there too. So we'll just sit there and watch the news and chat, and
hang out.
Maybe we'll even, hey, we could bring some snacks.
We always got snacks.
So we could bring some snacks, and we'll
like
just have
kind
of like having a hurricane party. Yeah, yeah. So it's a bad storm party. There we go. It's a bad storm party.
Bring the Coke.
So that's
bring
what
the
we're
chips.
Because literally, there's nothing else you're going to do.
No.
If you're prepared for it, you've taken on the water. You're going to pull in the slides. Oh, that's another thing we're going to do is we're going to pull in the slides so that we reduce the wind load on the trailer. You've done all you can do. So after that, it's just in the Lord's hands, and If it blows the thing over, we go buy a new
insured.
trailer. Yeah, we're insured. We'll just go buy a new trailer, I guess.
Yeah.
There are, you see, it could work
You
out.
never know.
Who knows? Who knows? So I am a little worried about hail in the truck.
Yeah.
So that could beat up my truck. I would hate for that to happen.
Yeah, but we don't know.
And it could, well, it won't do the rig any favors either. But anyway, that's what we've got.
Yep.
So that's how you prepare for a storm.
Batten down the hatches.
So just batten down the hatches. Make sure you yourself are safe. If you can't get out of town, just think your way through it.
Yeah, some building that's a little bit, concrete.
Yeah. We've been in campgrounds where there's restrooms or something like that, something that's got cement walls.
Yeah.
The place we're going is actually below ground. It's
Yeah.
a 2-story building, and part of it's built into a hill, and that's where we're going to go. Okay, we're standing out here under an awning watching the lightning, and we just got a notice on the phone actually that there's a tornado warning for where we are. So we're probably going to go back inside here in just a minute.
Lots of lightning.
Yeah, there's a lot of lightning going on, and as you can hear, it's raining heavily.
Very hard.
No hail though, thankfully, no hail.
Leaking.
Yeah, the roof is leaking. Well, I'm not sure if it's leaking or we just can't keep the rain out. It is coming down. Yeah, we decided to come back in because it's getting wet out there. The wind's starting to kick up. And so the worst part of the storm is almost on us. Which is good, because as soon as that's over with, then we can go back to the house, go to bed. So this is what's coming at us. We are right there,
And we got the rain.
and this is coming at us. So yes, we've had a pretty good little bit of rainstorm here because all this dark green, but this is what's coming. This is the reason we're in the Iron Mountain room and not in the trailer tonight.
Yeah, heavy stuff coming.
It's, what time is it now? It's about 10 o'clock at night, 10 p.m. And probably in an hour this will all be passed. Then we can go back, but we're going to stay up here where it's much safer.
Yep.
Well, here we are the next morning. We survived the storm just fine. It wasn't as bad as forecast, at least not here.
No hail.
No hail.
No tornado.
The winds weren't all that bad, although we did get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
And it was really heavy, but everything was fine. So it was still the smart thing to do, to get out of here and to go somewhere else to avoid the dangers that we thought were coming at us. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it, and just be prepared for bad weather whenever you're living in an RV.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see you again next time. Thanks. See you. Bye-bye. We're insured. We'll just go buy a new trailer, I guess.
Yeah. He wants an Airstream.
Now you're not supposed to tell people that.
Someday, no.